If there is a philosophy that is influencing your life and our nation, though you may be unaware of it, I'll tell you what that philosophy is. You might think secularism or relativism. Yeah, they're at play, but I will tell you the philosophy that is getting imposed on this country and many of our lives is the philosophy of egalitarianism. Hi, Alex McFarland here. Egalitarianism, as it applies to marriage and family and human sexuality, it's from a Latin word that means equal, that everything is equal and everything must be equalized. And if things are in any way different, somehow that implies that there has been exploitation of people. Now that relates to the critical theory of the exploited and the exploiters, or there are the oppressed and the oppressors. Now, that doesn't follow at all that if there are differences, it doesn't necessarily follow that anybody's been exploited. It just might be that there are things in the real world, reality, that are different. And among the things that are different are males and females. Now, the Christian view, and really the view of people that are epistemic realists, in other words, we believe truth exists, is the word complementary, complementarianism. Men and women are equal, they're just different. And I could go on and on about this. But as we record this program, there are stories in the news about transgender, a male, a biological male, who identifies as a female, goes into women's changing rooms and exposes himself to females, young and old. We're living in a time, and I'm going to say it, I'll be on record, this is not about accommodating people's needs. This is perversity. These people are perverts that simply want to be voyeurs and get into changing rooms and watch others, expose themselves, exhibitionists, and it's evil. Look, moral boundaries and appropriateness exist because part of being a human being is privacy. You know, when the Bible talks about not exposing oneself, or in the Old Testament it would talk about looking on the nakedness of another person, intimacy, sexual contact is to be within marriage. Do you know God set up boundaries for what we would call modesty and propriety because it actually affirms your humanity, that all persons are worthy of respect, and you should not be voyeuristically watched, and at the same time, you should not have to watch or be exposed to someone else's nakedness. But all of these boundaries, in the spirit of egalitarianism, really this enforced equality, it really robs you of your humanity and it robs you of your natural rights. Now, there's so much more I could say about this. Right now, we just simply don't have time to go down much farther. But let me say, moral boundaries, which people crave and which people deserve, moral boundaries, really, whether or not you're a Christian, you should care about moral boundaries, because without ethical, moral guidelines, we will descend farther and farther into lawlessness. Hey, do me a favor. Pray. Pray for our nation, that the Spirit of God would give people conviction, moral sensibilities, and courage. And as you stand for truth and you know how to argue and defend what you believe, we're here to help you do that. Check out my website, which is alexmcfarland.com. We've got conferences, events, camps. We are here to equip the church and persuade the lost. Let's stand for truth together. What are you doing next summer? Hey, how about this? I want to invite you to join me in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, August 6 through 11, 2023, for the Faith and Family Retreat. It's going to be awesome. We'll talk about foundational things. What does it mean to be a disciple? How can you defend your faith? Family time, concerts, renewal of wedding vows. It's going to be great. Then fun, a trip to Dollywood. Who wouldn't like that? And then faith in action. There'll be a mission outreach, talking to people about Christ. So again, August 6th to 11, 2023, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Go to faithandfamilyretreat.com. I hope to see you there.